Hey everybody, this is Tina with Two Chicks on a Cricut, and I thought I would talk a little bit today about seasonal minis and solution cartridges and light cartridges, and just give you a little heads up on some of the differences and what I like and what I dislike about them. And I have quite a few of them. When I first got my Cricut, they didn't have seasonal cartridges, they just had solution cartridges. And so I have the Weddings solution cartridge, and I also have the Home Accents cartridge, and I love both of them. I did my entire wedding album, my scrapbook album that I did for our wedding, I did using the wedding cartridge, and it, worked really well. And right after I got done doing that album, they came out with the cartridge Tie the Knot, and which is a full cartridge that is more wedding related, so I was kind of disappointed about that, but it worked really well for what I did. And it has some the Weddings Solutions cartridge has some images on it that are in my opinion like more religious, has some crosses and some churches, and I've used it for some other projects other than weddings, so that's nice. But I just want to talk a little bit about these cartridges, and I love the seasonal cartridges, and they started coming out with these seasonal cartridges last Christmas, and Wendy got me the Snow Friends cartridge, and then I bought the When It's Cold Outside and the other one, which is Very Merry Tags. Sorry. And I thought that the When It's Cold Outside, it just looks like it's snowflakes, so that's why I bought it, because I love snowflakes. But then I realized after I got it that it's kind of like weird looking snowflakes. It's like these images, like a deer head, like all done up, and then it's a snowflake. It was kind of weird. I didn't like it, so I ended up getting rid of that one. But this year, they came out with one called Winter Lace that is just snowflakes, and from what I've seen of it on different blogs and projects, it's really pretty, and I would love to have that one. So, I really like that they started coming out with the seasonals. When I first got my Cricut, I got the Baby Bug about 2.5 years ago, and they didn't have these seasonal minis, and so you were really limited to whatever was on full cartridges. And I was lucky enough to have like Doodle Charms and Stretch Your Imagination, and both of those have like a little bit of each holiday, but like for Easter they hardly had anything. And I can remember saying a few times that I really wished that, there was more Easter stuff. Like I would get to Easter and I'd be doing Easter projects or layouts, and I wouldn't have a very big choice. And then same with like 4th of July, Independence Day. So I'm really glad they came out with these, and I have gotten different ones. Like I got the Easter one, I got the Valentine's Day one, the Love Struck, and then I did get like the Independence Day, and that gives you a really great Independence Day and Easter, maybe those are not things that we're using all year long, but when we hit that time of the year, and as crafters, when we're doing projects and scrapbook pages and cards, and we need those images, it's great to be able to just grab one of your seasonal minis and have a ton of images with that one cartridge and just be able to get our stuff done. So, that's the thing that I love about it, and I hope that Provo Craft will continue to release these mini seasonal cartridges, and that we'll get some more variety of holidays. I'd love to see a Father's Day one. Last year they came out with a Mother's Day, so I'd love to see Father's Day. I wasn't really thrilled with the summer ones that came out. They weren't really my interest. So I'm hoping that maybe next summer they'll come out with some different ones that'll, be a lot of fun. So they come with these little overlays, and the thing with these seasonals is there's no, like, this one is the summer vacation one that, this is a friend's. I just borrowed it while she was out of town, and there's no layers to these. So if you want to cut something and you want it to have a couple different colors, you have to cut it multiple times. So there's no layers, there's no special features over here. Some of the minis do. I have the Snow Friends cartridge, and this actually does cut layers, but the way it cuts the layers is all, like, it goes down. Like, these are all the main cuts, and then this cut right here, all the layers for that are right under the one image. So that's kind of nice. Gives you a little bit more variety. And then the solution cartridges, they do have layers. So this is the weddings one, and it has a shadow and a blackout feature. So the solution cartridges and the mini cartridges are definitely, you can find them cheaper than your regular cartridges. You know, I've gotten some of my mini, seasonal minis I've gotten as cheap as $10. And so, to me, that's a great, you know, if you can get a cartridge, a seasonal for under, you know, $15 or under, that's a great price to get it. And, the one that came out this year was the Christmas card one, which, I also borrowed from a friend. And it is mainly just about, you know, like your cards. It has a card base feature. And so you could get this and do all your Christmas cards with it and really get some use out of it. So then they have the Cricut Light cartridges. And I was lucky enough to get a couple of these this summer when they first came out. And these only have one layer button, one layer function button. And so they're very much like the Solutions cartridges. And in my opinion, I really think that they're priced too high. I think that the Black Friday price of $20 a cartridge was really more of what they should be, because really that's about what you're paying for. Is you're paying for about what you would get for a Solutions cartridge. There's a couple things I really like about these light cartridges. The first thing is they come in this box that, you know, the cartridge snaps into, and your Solutions cartridges do not come in a box. So you're left storing them in a Ziploc bag, as I did for a long time, or buying one of these really large storage boxes that hold multiple cartridges and overlays. Or if you're lucky enough to have a Gypsy, then it doesn't matter. But I really like that the light cartridges come in this box. And then the other thing I really like about the light cartridges are the fact that they come with this really great fold out that tells you exactly how to layer your items and gives you a color picture to follow along. And I happen to be a visual person, so when I'm working on a project, or, you know, I use my handbooks a lot. On my light cartridges, I use my fold outs a lot. And it's just very helpful to have this. And so that's something that I'm hoping that Provo Craft will recognize as a really great thing and maybe start including in their minis, their seasonal minis, or their solutions. So those are the smaller cartridges. And because we're right in the middle of Christmas time, I did this. This is a Frappuccino bottle. And I cut out the Santa Claus with Very Merry tags. And it was just 2 layers, the white layer and the red layer. And they're M&Ms inside. And I did 2 of these, one in red and one in green, and it's a gift. Goes in a little basket. And I'll stick a Christmas card in there, and that'll be a little gift. And so that was just, you know, an easy 2 layers. This is also something that I put together, and I did a short video on this that I will probably post in this post of me making this. And it's just, again, 3 layers, the white layer, the blue layer, and the red layer. So these are great to have for these kinds of projects, Christmas projects or holiday projects. And Wendy has quite a few of the sports mini solution or solution cartridges. She has like the baseball one and the basketball one, and they're great for, you know, baseball doesn't go on all year long. and, you know, basketball doesn't go on all year long. So when she needs those, she just gets them out and uses them. And so that's the really great thing about these. So maybe put these, you know, on your wish list if you haven't had an opportunity to try them. Try to look for them. Like these Christmas ones right now, the gingerbread and the trim the tree and the winter lace, they're all going for pretty high right now just because they're what's, you know, it's the season right now that they're in. But, you know, after Christmas, keep your eye out and they'll go on clearance places. I got my Independence Day one. I got at Walmart in Fallon for $15. It was on clearance. So keep your eye out and try these out and let us know what you think. And I'll have pictures of my projects and maybe the video of the snowman can project at the bottom of this post, and just let us know what you guys are thinking. So thanks so much for coming by, and leave us a comment, and we'll catch you next week.